Hello everyone, this is a video about the update to the Echo Journal, the Echo Trading Journal I made, and in this update I added multiple exits, meaning, or scale outs. So if you get 10 shares of a trade, for example, or you get in a trade with 10 shares and 5 minutes later you take out 5 shares, traditionally or before you weren't able to really put that into the journal as easily, but now there's an official way that I created. So when you actually download the update to the Echo Trading Journal, you will see these two Excel files. So first thing I want you guys to notice is that these are now macro enabled worksheet files. So it's not just regular Excel sheets, because there's a new feature that I added which kind of changed the way the journals are delivered. So it'll be macro enabled. So when you open the Echo Trading Journal, you might get multiple security flashes that might say, hey, this is a macro enabled file. Please be careful with files you download off the internet. So after you accept all the warnings, you hit enable content, and then you'll be in the journal like usual. So everything's pretty much the same, but when you go to each trade tab for each month, you'll see many new columns here. So I'm going to show you guys how to use this. One big thing I wanted to make sure we had with this update is a way to hide these columns, because I think it's a lot of columns and it might be overwhelming to look at. So you can see the scale out right here. If it's always going to be on true when you open the journal, but you can just type capital F, capital F, and that'll hide them, and then capital T, and that'll show them. So let me just go through an example. Let's say you bought Apple, and today is the 22nd, it's Friday. We'll just say this is an option trade. You can do this with shares as well, like equity, so regular stocks. So let's say we got in at, we'll say 150. We'll say we got in with 10 shares. So we're not going to use this right here, this normal exit that we would normally use. We're going to use this one. So let's say 5 minutes later we get out at 2.0. There we go. And let's say we got out with 5 shares. So exit $1 amount. So we got out at 2.0. That's what it means. And then exit 1, exit count. So this is like the amount of shares you just exited with, or contracts. So we said 5. So we just took 5 shares off the table, or 5 contracts in this case. But we still have 5 contracts. So we still got to exit with those. So let's say another 5 minutes later, we get out at 1.60 with the other 5 shares. So that adds up to a $300 win and a 20% gain. So what we did there is we got in with 10 contracts on Apple at 1.50. 5 minutes later, we got out at $2. We took 5 shares off the table, and then we got out at 1.60. So we didn't make as much money if we would have got out all at the same time at 2. But yeah, here's another example. Let's say we held much longer and we got out at 0.75 instead, and we got out with those 5 shares. So you can kind of see what happened. And you can even use the third one. Let's say you only got out with 2 here, and then it went all the way back up to 2.50. So yeah, hopefully that makes sense. And I can show you guys that this works with shares as well. So if we turn off the option toggle, let's say, we'll just say Apple's at 200. So we get out at 300 with 5 shares. And then we'll say we got out at 150 with the other 5 shares. So we actually lost some money there. These are drastic examples. These aren't realistic examples. But yeah, you can kind of see how this works. And yeah, there were also some minor bug fixes. So like at the beginning of every month, you could see that it used to say September. So there was just some little fixes that I added that might not be noticeable. But yeah, that's the update. Thank you guys for watching. Goodbye.